Duck. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks a lot. I was having a good time and everything, and YouTube just has to boot me right off. YouTube being just hating on me, hating on me. I don't know why that happened, guys. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I don't know why YouTube does that. I don't know if it's the smaller channels get less bandwidth or whatever. I'm not sure. Whatever. I do apologize. Yes, part two. We're back. I don't know why does YouTube find it necessary to boot people like that. This is just not cool, dude. Not cool. Not sure why that happened. I just all of a sudden I was in the middle of a thought and then bam, I'm gone. No, not sure what happens. Yes, we back. We back. We back. We back. For a little while anyway. I might be winding it down for now because like, man, we was all having fun and had things going, and then YouTube boots us out. I don't even know what time it is. I've been on here for about an hour or two at least. Say what? Okay. No, it was me. YouTube booted me off. I don't understand why they do that to me. There's a nice Junior Terror of the Diamond solar flares. I think what it is that it's a bandwidth thing, I believe, and I think that they reserve the bandwidth for the bigger channels. I'm guessing. I don't know because I've seen other people get booted like that too, and I don't understand why it happens. It's just like out of nowhere. Or it could be my internet on my end too. I don't know. That could be too. Like my internet might drop while I'm on here and it just kicks me. There's a lot of things it could be. The internet's sort of like a car. It could have one thing wrong or another thing wrong. It could be 50 different things wrong with it. So I don't know. That's just my guesses. Kathleen Kennedy's a tyrant. Yeah, that's great, Brandon. That's great. Uh, anyway, nice number in you there, guys. Anybody who's an Acuna fan. It's a beautiful card. Tarot of the Diamond. Seems like when I pull numbered cards, I pull more of Acuna's numbered cards for some reason. There's a list of guys I pulled. Acuna is one of them, and Otani is another one. That's why, honestly, guys, that's the main reason I started PC and Otani because it seemed like back in 2019, every pack I bought, I'd pull at least one Otani. So I just said, might as well PC him because I'm pulling his cards, and I held on to him until he has, 2021 where he, blew up or whatever. Yeah, I know that it's totally too bad, man. But he still gets a ring for it, though, doesn't he? He just didn't get to play. But yeah, blew out his knee. I hope if nothing else, if they have a lockout, it'll help him get healthy. He won't have to worry about that at least. But yeah, you got to feel bad for him because yeah, Yeah, it's too bad. And they're talking about trading Freddie Freeman now. So I don't know. Like I heard the Yankees are going. Like, why are the Yankees going for Freeman? I thought they had a first baseman. So yeah, so still gets a ring. You know, you can't complain about that. Can't complain about that. I just hope he gets better and he comes back to play again. Because like when you're in the outfield and you blow your knee out, I remember Mickey Mantle did that way when he was, this is it first or second. One of the water spigots in the outfield. They used to have water spigots in the outfield, and he tripped over it, and they said that you could hear Mickey Mantle's knee audibly pop when he hit that. And so yeah, it's damn sure crying shame. Hopefully he recovers. I haven't heard an update from him. I know that another guy I'm wanting to come back is Dustin May. He had Johns last year. The Dodgers update. We're doing video updates with him on their YouTube channel, so I guess I could check that out. But yeah, he had Tommy Johns, so like that sucks. Like it's almost like a human arm wasn't meant to pitch like that because a lot of these guys they screw their shoulders and their arms up and stuff. Like I used to have a friend of mine, and he pitched in like high school and stuff, and he screwed his arm up. Yeah, yeah, it was Monument Park. It was an obstacle. Yep. Yeah, it's a travesty when like I felt bad for Acuna. Lisa Z is in the house. What is up? See, you got something good out of it. The YouTube booted me, but we got to say hello to Lisa Z. How are you doing tonight, Lisa? I was just saying that not many females watch my channel either. Lisa, legend in the chat. Got the hashtag legend in the chat. Oh, just YouTube kicking us, Lisa. YouTube's kicking us while we're down. Boot me off my. I don't know. It might not have been YouTube. I got theories, guys. I got theories. But I don't know. It could have been my internet, too. It could have been one of those two things. There could have been another thing. Who knows? Well, all I know is we was all in here having fun, and the YouTube boots me, and now, you know. Anyway, so I'd been going about an hour and a half when they booted me, so too big of a deal. I'm just gonna have to. The problem is, okay, so when I shut this off, when I stop my stream, right, my tablet for some reason is going to private my video or my live stream. I mean, so now instead of having just one live stream to go make public on, so I'll go in on my PC, I'll make my video, my live stream public, and then I'll add my hashtags and whatnot. So yeah, they I got booted. So it just creates more work for me on the back end of things because I'll have to go unprivate it because I don't know why this tablet does that. If I go live on my desktop, it won't do that. So she doesn't like card. What kind of Nazi doesn't like card channels? What kind of hater does not like card channels? Like out of they say I get a lot of crap for collecting things sometimes. Not on YouTube. I'm just talking in real life, and it's like I can think of so many worse things I could be doing with my time in my life than collecting baseball cards. Like I think that we should. I know you do, Lisa. I know you love them, Lisa. I know, but like I could think of way worse things I could be doing with my time, my Friday night tonight. I think we should encourage people to have hobbies that are healthy. Now, you say, well, Sam, there's those guys that go overboard and spend all their money on it and go bankrupt and all that. Well, yeah, that's don't let one asshole run it for everyone else. But I guess this is my response to that argument. Um, yeah, it is. It is. What do you think about the lockout, Lisa? Speaking of, baseball curing depression and all that. That was what I started the live stream with tonight. Was the whole MLB lockout, and it's kind of making me kind of iffy on how much I want to spend on modern cards right at the moment. I just, oh man, it's so bad that they're just gonna like push fans away from it because that's what happened last time when players went on strike. Like I remember for like 10 years after the '94 strike, it's like, anytime somebody mentioned baseball, somebody would like their eyes would start bulging and all that. Yeah, I know, right, Lisa? It's so bad. It is. And like I just hope I hope both sides realize that they're both shooting themselves in the foot. Like I hope both sides realize that, right? Like if there's no baseball, nobody makes any money. Yet they're again, it's just like the Friday the 13th lawsuit thing. Again, no, if you don't, if you constantly fight with each other, you're not going to make any money. I just can't get it. But then I'm not in their situation, so I guess there's that. There's that. I'm not a baseball player. As a kid, I wanted to be a center fielder for the Cubs or the Yankees, but that never happened. That wasn't in the cards. So anyway, but yeah, I'm not so much mad about it. I just oh God, Brandon, no, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not. Well, see, that's the thing now. Now I mentioned this earlier. Now players and okay, so you got to imagine these players. They probably have nice houses, nice cars, and all that. All that takes money to upkeep. That means you got to constantly be making income. Now the owners, I don't know about the owners so much. They probably never have to worry about money for the rest of their life. But normally, like I've seen players that go broke after they retire. So like I don't see that as a argument there. I don't know. Once you get used to a certain lifestyle and the money stops coming in, it becomes an issue. I guess is my point I'm trying to make here. Uh, like if I'm an MLB player, not all of them make that much money. Like the not if you're not Mike Trout or Otani or whatever, you're not making millions of dollars a year. You're making what was it? They said the average was like 600,000, which I'm sure to us is a lot of money, but like in the grand scheme of things, I mean, it's in comparison to what the higher end guys make. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Lisa. Right. Yeah, if you get yeah, exactly. The league minimum, that's what I was trying to say, Brandon. Thanks. Yeah, the league minimum is like something like $600,000. And again, I could live like a king off of that, right? Because like I'm used to being, like I'm just with the rest of you guys, right? I'm not rich by any means, but like uh, yeah, it's once you get used to a certain lifestyle, I imagine to scale back, that's got to suck because you're used to living that certain lifestyle. And like I said, if I had $600,000, like I would never be living like a king. But they're used to it. They're used to that kind of money, And when that money stops coming in, that's when it starts to be a problem. I can see that it won't go very far, is what I'm saying. I don't think it will, but I think we're going to lose part of the season, guys. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think we're going to lose part of the season this year, and we can't use COVID. They can't use COVID as an excuse. I mean, I guess they can, but not like they did in 2020. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, yeah, and Bogart, some like a Bo Jackson got into like business ventures and stuff like that after he retired. So not all of them go broke, but yeah, I know, right, Lisa? Right? I get that. Like, I don't even have like income, Lisa. I don't have any normal income of my own right now. I can't work, can't get disability, can't. Just no, 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 no. I guess I'm supposed to just freaking curl up and die, I guess, but not gonna happen. YouTube can boot me as much as they want. That ain't gonna happen. Yeah, they're gonna have a short season like they did last time. And you gotta think about this too, right? Like again, look at a guy like Mike Trout. You start shortening these seasons up, you start shortening their ability to make the Hall of Fame. Like, right? Like, so this has longer impacts than just one season here. Like, the narrow view is one season, but as you start going forward, well, now we got less games in a season, so now our statistics are going to be less, and now we're going to have to change our qualifications for the Hall of Fame, and we're going to have to do this and this and this. I heard there was going to one of the rule changes is they're going to have a pitch clock. Like, what? A pitch clock? Right. I wish I had that, Lisa. I really do. I really wish I. I can't even get me disability. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I guess my generation. I'm supposed to check my ID with my body to tell my body not to get like. I don't know. Does this make sense to any of you guys? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. And cost of living is high in a lot of places. They had a pitch clock. They just ignored it. Okay. Well. Yeah. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah. Shit, man. I would again. I if I was making just on disability, I'd be like, I'd be good. Like I wouldn't complain. But yeah, I was supposed to check my ID with my body before my body got sick. That's what disability told me. They said I was too young to get sick. I'm not allowed by the U.S. government to get sick before a certain age. Literally, is what it said. Now I'm burying the government. I don't give. I don't even care. What's up, Wayne? What's up, brother? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing tonight? Happy Friday. I'm doing all right. Other than YouTube booted me, I'm good. This is part two here. Oh man. Wow. Wow, Lisa. Yeah. Well, the way I've put it to him, Lisa, is that I'm going to yell at a disability judge. I do not care if that judge is at fault or not. Hell, that judge can be a good person. In fact, I hope they give me the hanging judge so at least I have an excuse to fucking do it. Because there's nothing that's going to get him out of it. I'm going to yell at a judge loudly. And I'm going to say whatever the fuck I want. And I might record it. And even though they say I'm not supposed to, I don't really fucking care about the rules. Like, my give a shit went out the window. It's on the highway. It's back there, guys, right? That's a long story short. All right. I don't want to get on a tirade about that. But I get what you're saying, Lisa, is what I'm trying to get at here. I understand where you're coming from. And I'm going to be yelling at somebody, and the attorney thinks that he can control that. And I'm just not going to take my meds, and I'm going to show up, and I'm going to show him what the I sort of have a lawyer, but I don't see I don't see the reason for me having a lawyer because I'm just going to go yell at somebody anyway. I'm going to yell at somebody, Lisa. I'm going to yell at a disability judge, and God Himself could come down out of the sky wearing nothing but a G-string and some oil, and I'm going to yell at a disability judge. There's nothing except for me dropping dead that's going to stop that. There's nothing that's going to stop it. And that's just the way. That's where I'm at. Well, yeah, yeah, lawyers are free, but you only pay if you win. I get that. I get that. I already fired one lawyer. I already fired one lawyer. I already told one lawyer, hit the bricks, son. Hit the bricks. Because he didn't do shit for him. Yeah, yeah. No, I did not. Did not do that. Did not do that, Bogarts. Yeah, exactly, Lisa. Well, I'm not even going to take my meds. I'm not going to take my meds that day. See, I on here, guys, I'm low key. This is me low key, not taking, on my meds. I mean, but that if I get another court hearing, I'm not taking my meds, and I'm just gonna fucking let loose. And I'm probably gonna see. They told me it's illegal to record it, and that's the worst thing you can tell me because if you tell me something's not, I'm illegal, and I'm not supposed to do it. First thing I'm gonna do. First thing I'm gonna do. What happened, guys? For all of you guys that was around, what happened when Bud Vino told me I couldn't talk about Kane Hodder on my channel? What happened? You guys tell me in the comment in the chat. You tell me what happened when he said that to me. It didn't go over too well with me, did it? The first thing I did was I fired a stream up and I said, "Well, this guy doesn't want me to talk about this, so let's talk about it." And that didn't go well with him. Yeah, he's pretty mad at me. But anyway, yeah, you shouldn't tell me not to do something if you don't want me to do it. Because it's the first thing I'm going to do just because you told me not to do it. Like, first of all, he doesn't run my channel, I do, so that already pissed me off. That was strike one, and two, and three, okay? But anyway, now I'm just ranting on a tirade. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, they don't know who they're fucking with, is basically what I'm saying. It's all right, Brandon. It's more it's a complicated thing for me, and I really didn't mean to bring it up. I'm kind of talking with Lisa about it, and we're in a live stream. But anyway, right, exactly, Lisa. That was my thing with Bud. Uh, well, you better not talk about King and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, check it out, dude. Now I'm going to do it. Now that you don't want me to. Yeah, exactly, Wayne, exactly. Like, and another thing is like these the Social Security and the disability people, they live in this bubble, or like the boy in the bubble, right? And they think that everyone loves them, when in reality, nobody loves them. Nobody, and their own family probably don't even love them because they're miserable fucking people. And I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't even want to go on about it. Yeah, and that's a thing with me too, Brandon. I watched the VA do my dad pretty dirty, and so my view of the government's already pretty bad. Like my view of I'm still pissed about it, to be honest with you. And again, that's I got the flag in the background, but yeah, it's kind of revenge for me in a way. I'm looking at it that way now. I'm definitely going to be shoving it in their face. We'll put it that way. I'm going to be shoving what they did with Dad in their face, and they're not going to like me. They're not going to like me at all. Somebody's gonna have. I hope whoever shows up to work that day showed up ready to fucking work because I'm gonna make their job hard. And I don't think I really need a lawyer to go yell at somebody. And I'm gonna tell the lawyer I've been talking to that. I'm gonna say, dude, I don't need you to go yell at this judge. I've yelled at judges before that could have had me arrested, handcuffed, beaten, tased, and fucking hosed down with a fucking power soaker, and not had anything happen to him for it. I've told judges off. I've walked out on better judges in a criminal court of law. you know, so this disability judge is nothing to me. I don't care. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Brandon. I didn't know he was a veteran brother. Yeah, yeah. Wayne, my dad was denied 100% service connected, and it was bullshit. They had some bullshit excuse like space aliens burned down the fucking building that has files in it or some shit like that. Some kooky goddamn theory because that's all those kind of people have. Anyway, you guys are going to get me going on a tirade, and I don't really want to do that. You guys are going to get me all worked up. But yeah, and then the VFW here, fuck the from VFW here because they didn't do anything to help me either. So fuck them and shit. Oh man, I got a lot of problems with a lot of people. I'll just leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there. Yeah, I know. I am going to Brandon. Like I said, I'm just gonna yell at whatever judge I get. I'm just gonna yell at him. I'm just gonna yell, and they can cry and they can tell me to stop and they can beg and they can plead and I'm just gonna keep yelling. Yeah, I know, Brandon. I know. And then I watched guys that got hit out during boot camp get 100% service connected. I've seen that happen too. See, guys, I was raised around veterans, so like I know shit that it'll turn your fucking hair white. Like, I remember when I was growing up, these brick apartments, they're still here in town too. And one of the guys that I knew, Toomey was his name, a very unique name. And his job in Vietnam was basically morgue detail. Now, there were nights where, I'd hear somebody yelling out the hallway like 3 o'clock in the morning, and there's Toomey running down the all punching fucking holes in the wall, screaming at the top of his lungs and shit. It was great. It was terrible, man. It was terrible. Um, it was a bad thing. I really felt bad for those veterans. I really did. What are we talking about using now? Yeah, the way the government treats people, like it's and it's not just me. I realize that, guy. Like I get your guys' point. I just went off on a tangent. And wasn't even thinking about it, to be honest with you guys. Um, right. I was raised by vets, Lisa. That's why I am who I am. You know, that's why I got the flag in the background. You know, yep, yep. You know, my here's a story I always like to tell. My family fought itself twice. It fought itself once in the Civil War, and then because originally my way back through my grandpa on my dad's side of the family was from Germany. So in World War II, we went and fought our family again. So you wonder why my family's so dysfunctional? Well, there you go. There's your answer. We all we know how to do is fight each other. That's it. That's all we know. That's how I was raised, you know. But yeah, I felt bad for the vets. Yeah, it is. It is. I appreciate it, Brandon. I just didn't mean to bring up bad things for you guys. Like I get it. I'm not the only one that they do this to. I understand that. When I was when we before I got this apartment here, I was working and you know I was not really able to, but I still did anyway. And once I was unable to work, our landlord kicked me out on the fucking streets. And this town I'm in didn't have anything set up for anybody that was on the streets. They said you can die on the streets homeless. This is what they said here. So I went to the local office here and I read them the fucking riot act and I said if I so help me God, if I hear you guys did this to another person, I will literally come in here and kick somebody's fucking ass. I went into the fucking office and I told them that here. And guess what? Now the lady that I got these cards from to sell, Tina, she told me that they have a thing set up now for people that are homeless and sick. And so you know, out something good came out of it. Is what I'm trying to get across. And you just keep fighting. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the disability thing. I'm gonna say, so help me God. If I hear one more person tell me this, I will show up to your office, and you don't want that. I might be disabled, but I'm still a mean motherfucker. Go ask Kane Hodder about it. Go ask Bud Vino about it. Go ask Larry Zerner about it. All these guys that, you know, I've went toe to toe with here throughout the process of my YouTube. And yeah, I'll make sure that they don't do it to somebody else, or I'll make sure everybody knows about it. And then, you know, eventually people will stop paying taxes. That's the solution to it. Stop paying taxes. Then the government all of a sudden will care. Well, oh, Sam, all we care. Anyway, you got me going, guys. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Wayne. Sorry for your loss, brother. I'm sorry. I'm catching up with chat here, guys. But yeah, I'm from a military family too, guys. So we all got something in common. Yeah, we're all broken. We all are, Brandon, in our own ways. Yeah, I can't help it. Sometimes I just gotta vent. But um, all right, later, Wayne. Well, thanks for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for letting me know your story and that. It's cool to read everybody's stories here. Uh, you know what? Here's a fun story for you guys. When I was a kid growing up, I was I went through literally a mock boot camp, the same stuff that the guys and girls that go overseas now do. And run till you puke, do push-ups and all that till your arms are gonna, you know, fall off. I did that before I was old enough to drink or go to a bar or smoke a cigarette or anything like that. So, like that was my growing up. I never actually served because by the time I was old enough to do it, I've already been through it. So I, you know, when my dad wasn't going to let me go serve overseas, he already told me that. So I'm not going to join the army if I'm not going to get to shoot at anybody. So anyway, but I did grow up around vets, and it's a big part of my life there. But anyway, I've been going for 2 hours tonight, guys. Wow, at least over 2 hours. Yeah, I'm not saying anything against anybody that was in the army. I'm just saying that by the time I was of age to see when I was 18, I don't know if it's still a law, a rule or whatever, but if I was I was my only dad's only surviving son, and my dad said that he would not sign off on me going to combat. My dad absolutely said that I will not let you go to combat. So I didn't know what to I kind of had to, but dad did serve, so see now you guys are all. I didn't realize so many people were vets that watch my. It should make sense, I guess. I never knew, guys. Like I just thought, yeah, my dad wasn't gonna let me do it, and by the time I was old enough to do it, but I've already done the boot camp and that. I know how to load and clean. Like I can do the major pain, disassemble a gun blindfolded and hanging upside down. Well, I can't hang upside down now, but you get the point. I knew how to shoot and load a firearm before I was old enough to have a girlfriend or whatever. And then they throw me out on the streets at 14 years old and said, "Sam, don't be violent." Anyway, so I got in a lot of fights when I was a kid. When I was younger and stuff. I did. I got in a lot of fights. So, but like I remember when I was growing up in the town my family's from here in Iowa. Uh, the courts there tried to register both my hands as deadly weapons, but they weren't able to do it because I had no official military service. But they actually legitimately tried to register my hands as deadly weapons. They actually did try to do that. Yeah, the Ukraine thing, guys. Yeah, I couldn't do. Boot camp would kill me now too, Lisa. Yeah, the whole Ukraine thing, like I don't know, guys. Like we're bipolar when it comes to Russia as a nation. I mean, because like one day we love Russia, next day we hate them, the next day we love them. It's like we wonder why 50% of marriages end in divorce. Well, if our foreign policy is any indication, that's probably why. Because yeah, the whole Ukraine thing, like I kind of think it's sad because like Ukraine just wants to do their own thing. Like they just want to be like over here and do their own thing. But that's just how I look at it. Whatever. Oh wow, wow, Lisa. Well, yeah, it does. It does. It does. I agree, Brandon. 100% agree, Brandon. 100% agree with you on that. And see, that's what like I'm a military brat. You guys have actually. I'm just a military brat. But you guys have actually served. When you talk about these foreign conflicts to just somebody who doesn't know that lifestyle, right? Like they don't understand, right? Like trying to explain something like that is hard. Like because just me saying a military brat covers a lot of ground. Just saying those two words, like it's nothing big, but no, it's a lot of ground that gets covered in that. And yeah, yeah, Russia always did piss me off, Lisa. Russia always did piss me off. You know, I study a lot of military stuff like the Civil War, and one of the guys after the Civil War, one of the soldiers, he wrote in his diary or whatever, he said, my ancestors, my family fought for this country and bled and died for it, and he said, I've lived here all my life. He said, I'll be damned if I'll ever love another country ever again. And that doesn't mean I hate any other country per se. It just means that I have roots here in America. I guess I'm partial to America, even though we have a lot of problems here, right? Like I'm not saying we don't, but I'll always love my country. That's something that means a lot to me. So I'll never love another country. It'll be America or nothing, guys. It's ride or die. That's just how I am. Even though I have a lot of disagreements with a lot of things that go on here, don't get me wrong, I do. Right. Well, and people forget about that. In World War II, actually, Ukraine, without the Ukraine, Russia would be speaking German right now. A lot of people forget that. I had that reminder brought up to me here recently. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. Uh, and even if had Russia fall into Germany, that would have been bad. That would not have been good. So yeah, I've always looked at Russia kind of like a sibling rivalry. We've always had this sibling rivalry with Russia. It seems like. Yes, Lisa, exactly, exactly. But yeah, without Ukraine, they'd all be speaking German right now, and without people like my grandparents, my grandpa and stuff, had they not served in World War II, my grandpa was on the plane to go to Japan when they dropped the bomb on the atomic bomb on him. Had my grandpa they not dropped the atomic bomb, had he went over there and died, I might not even be here right now. Like such little things, they don't seem like much, but when you look back on them, history could have changed a lot. Right, right, Bogarts. See, I knew we had a lot in common. But yes, absolutely love my country. Absolutely do. Just because I rant about things doesn't mean I don't love my country. Just because I have to, you know. Uh, all right, Lisa. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm probably going to cut this off too. I've been going for a couple hours now, and YouTube's already booted me once, so I think I'm gonna cut it short. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Lisa. I hope you have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all you guys for showing up and listening to me rant. Yes, war is all hell. Oh, yes, it is. William Tecumseh Sherman. War is all hell. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to do a stream tonight and let you guys know what I've got planned coming up. I don't really know. It's gonna be kind of a little bit less of a schedule for right now until I get some things figured out. But I'll do videos during the week. But Fridays will be my one day of the week to talk to you guys in live stream for now, until I get things kind of settled here. Thanks to everybody who showed up and stopped by. I appreciate you guys. Brandon, Bogarts. I don't know where Mike went. He lost us when I got booted. But anyway, thanks guys for showing up. I truly appreciate it. And until my next video, love your hobby and I love you back. Peace.